first month, $50,000 in profitable sales. Second month, 150. December 2018, over 150. March 2019, 250 in 2 weeks.
Hey everyone, today we get to interview an 8-figure e-commerce entrepreneur who has made over $21 million in revenue with Shopify. He is Anatoliy Labinskiy. He's the holder of the 4-time 2 Club Awards, the founder of e-commerce agency GSM Growth, co-founder of 𝐕𝐢𝐝𝐶𝐞𝐨, which essentially optimizes ad campaigns. And finally, he is included in the Forbes Business Council and featured as one of the top 100 USA entrepreneurs with Ukrainian origins. Today, we get to hear about Anatoliy's remarkable journey and learn his strategies to hitting the 8-figure e-commerce mark. So Anatoliy, thanks for accepting the interview. The first question is, could you give us like a brief background of your e-commerce journey? How did you get into it?
Yeah, sure. My journey, journey background is really long to describe, but short story that back in 2017, I was broke, renting the simple master bedroom room in Dubai with my wife. We used to work as a server in the restaurants and like private villas and trying to build my life a bit better conditions. And we were not able even to rent our own apartments. We were just renting 2-bedroom apartment with another Filipino couple and us. And the thing is that 2017, February 24th, my wife came and started crying, and she said that she's pregnant. So we were really broke, and if she would lose her job, we won't be able to rent the room. We won't be able to especially deliver the baby, which is it's like over $10,000 delivery in Dubai, and it's quite high. And I never catch those money in my life, never by that time. And I said her, wait, I will go in the hospital, in the pharmacy. So I went to the pharmacy. I was so stressed and shocked that how I will manage the situation, and I just stuck in front of the pharmacy, staying shaking, and just like saying to myself that I'm not allowed my baby come in the same financial position in the life like where I am today. And those words were so strong that I believe on that, and I started to taking action. And long story short, like there was a lot of things between, but August 2017, I found out what is e-commerce, and 29th of September, I opened my first Shopify store, my kitty cat zone. Lost everything what I had, what I saved, and nothing was work out. I started borrow money from my friends. I become addicted. I was looking like a really kind of drug guy because I had dark parts on my eyes, and I started investing everything that I have, even what I don't have. I started working in 5 different jobs, and in the same time never had day off for over a year. So February 2018, I started working with one mentor in Mastermind. And I understood that I didn't know any basics about advertising. I lost thousands and thousands of dollars and never even thought about the basics. And he just showed me the basics, and first 15 days of working with him, I made my first $8,000 in profitable sales. I was like, it's working. That's it. It's working. I knew it, and I'm gonna be now pushing forward. I lost everything what I earned. Updates on Facebook happened, policies. My first product, winning product, was the t-shirt with the kitty in the pocket. When you remove the pocket, kitty is showing you middle finger. So it was funny, like it was so cool. And the teachers, 45 plus ladies, were my winning audience. It was so cool. So you seeing like they start chatting in the comments and like, oh my God, it's insane. Let's make a fun. Let's buy that for party, blah, blah. But at the end, Facebook decided that middle fingers, it's not allowed anymore as per the policy updates. And from 1st March, everything screwed up. Basically, October the same year, 2018, I start partnership with one of my friends. He was managing the store. I'm managing the ads. I finished just one of the new courses and decided to test it out. And first month, $50,000 in profitable sales. Second month, 150. December 2018, over 150. March 2019, 250 in 2 weeks. And all these things were happening up and down with a lot of fluctuation, a lot of fails. Supplier never ship our items. $200,000 value has been screwed, and we were supposed to provide refunds and so on. There were so much screwed ups, but there were wins as well. So it was going like this, and always up. And now we have agency, which is, as you said, generated over 21 mils only in the last couple of years for our done-for-you stores for our clients. And yeah, just like managing several stores, moving forward, dealing with the fails, dealing with the problems, which is always will be with you guys, always. But become strong on it, build this hustle muscle to manage that, and never mind about anything what will happen.
What is your approach to hitting that 8-figure mark?
I would say there is a lot of advices what I would like to share, but I will share one very most important and most basic, which is most probably people will hate me now by hearing that.
Okay.
But you're supposed to be a marketer. Don't be a regular dropshipper, or if you have a brand, a regular e-commerce guy, a regular advertiser. You have to build the marketer mindset. Okay, first of all, winning mindset, which is you have to believe that it's possible to achieve 7-8 figures marks by yourself. It is completely possible. If someone else can do it, you can do that as well. Believe me, this is what I was repeating to myself again and again during 2017 when I was failing. But the main thing is being a marketer. What does it mean? Most of the dropshippers, like winning product, they copy pasting everything and looking forward that it will be working on their end as well. It is fine, but everyone are doing that. But you have to be one person of those 100%, only one person who are real marketers. You're supposed to be one of them. Use AI, ChatGPT, or Bard from Google. Use softwares and plugs for Amazon, which is help you to read the reviews in a matter of minutes and do the summarize of what people are speaking about such kind of niche or particular product. Find out what reviews are talking about, like real reviews, big one with 3 stars, 2 stars, 1 stars. Real marketers, they trying to understand their avatar, analyze different reviews, find out what's common thing people are talking about, and ask ChatGPT according to these 10-15 reviews, top reviews which you have find out with the deep explanation of benefits, minuses, and so on of this product. Give me perfect headlines, 5 options of headlines, 5 options of the names for this product. Okay, give me now from this headline number 1 description. Before we are doing that manually, and it is like marketers are supposed to do. This is what makes a big difference for us. We learn it, how to write the right ad copy, the right formula of writing ad copy, where you're covering the pain, you're covering attention, you're covering solution, you're covering a lot of things and call to action at the end. And by being a good marketers, our conversion rate before was like 1.7, 1.2, 0.8, 2.2, 2.3, 3, it's like a maximum kind of. Right now, everything what is less than 2, it's horrible. And it's 3.5, 4.5, 6% ROS or 6% conversion rate on the dropshipping stores. And like even we had 2 cases, one was 12% conversion rate on the purchases on the Shopify store. And another one, it was for 1 month staying during the scale to $400,000 in 1 single month. It was 20% conversion rate. It's a sick, but just because we catch exactly the points of on the ad copy formula on the UGC and plus in the headlines and the description were allowed us to make incredible results with the incredible conversion rate. So your offer, it's how great you understand your audience. When you understand your audience, you create offer around that and describe that offer in the way how audience want to hear, and AI will help you to do that. That's a really skyrocket things for us in 2023 for sure.
What would you recommend at the moment in 2023 and beyond even is the marketing channel to go for, or at least get started with in the beginning?
It's a great question because look, every single year there is kind of fluctuation on different market platforms. Like for example, Facebook 2020, 2021, 2022 becomes so sick that people start hating it. So the biggest advertisers in the world just showing middle finger to Facebook and moved to TikTok or Google or start studying YouTube ads just because they got sick and tired with restrictions, with all that shit which is always was happening on Facebook, plus attribution problems where is no tracking anymore show up correctly. So people moved to TikTok, you know, and we were one of those. We like, no, we're gonna be stay on Facebook, but now we must add it because we were mastering Facebook. I said we're gonna be agency on the Facebook side only because we are supposed to be the best on it. But when we start getting this kind of pitfalls with restrictions, deny the ads and all that stuff, we understand, okay, in nowadays, since 2021, since iOS 14 happened, we must push forward and build advertising ecosystem, which is like one advertising platform covering each other. So Facebook start giving us problems, we have TikTok running. TikTok giving us problems, we have Facebook running. And everything else giving us problems, we have email, SMS marketing on the back end and printing cash for us, because it's where you make all the profit on the back end, SMS email marketing, plus Snapchat, plus some other platforms, testing out all the different things. So by that being said, 1 year ago, I would say TikTok is freaking like a money printing machine. You just put the cash there and it's printing for you back results. It is not consistent. It is not forever, because creatives are dying off so fast. But we find out if you're scaling and testing out 20 to 50 creatives a week, new creatives a week, different variations, you are able to scale fast and consistent. But if you don't fill the algorithm with the enough creatives, it's dying off in a matter of not weeks, days, and you are like on 15K a day and dropping to zero, or like 5-7K in unprofitable performance. So that's why with TikTok, very important treating with the new creatives, and then you're able to scale fast and consistent. But in nowadays, 2023, end of 2023, TikTok start giving fluctuation in the worst way of performance of what was working. Now it's working less, but still working, but need more approach and more, especially more approach for consistency. But from another hand, Facebook were awful, and now Facebook becoming more consistent again, more profitable and more scalable. Facebook, the benefit of Facebook was always scalability, that you can put one settings which is start working and leave it and forget it, and it will deliver to you on the consistent base long run. So Facebook always way to go. Even we hate it as advertisers, that platform, because of the horrible customer service, because of issues which is given to you in the last couple of years. But by adapting and becoming flexible on different platforms, we see the difference. And right now, fluctuation going on the way to Facebook. I would suggest Facebook is the way. Especially you can test it out as well. Image creatives, guys and girls, if you are thinking that UGC it's only the way to test your stuff and scale your stuff, you will surprise how Facebook doing well with simple picture creatives for your products. We scaled so many products really high just with the picture creatives, and picture creatives usually have even higher engagement rate. By engagement rate, it's pushing algorithms to give more traffic, and like then more engagement under the picture, then more conversions you're receiving. It's not a proved, I mean, it's proved, but it's not a guarantee, but it is usually pushing engagement and giving you better quality and bigger quantity of the audience. So if you are ignoring image ads in the Facebook, I highly recommend you to test that out. So right now I would say both of them are good, but third one, Google, something which is scalable, but there is own pitfalls and own policy issues and rejections. I would say Google great as a back-end retargeting and finding out the keywords which is going to be working for you. And when you find out, you can run ads on the low budget, $100 a day, $500 a day, $1,000 a day, but it will give you 3 to 5 ROS when you find out the keywords which is working. So Google, it's an amazing 30% of your advertising budget, I would say. Facebook, the majority. TikTok is the second part, and Facebook like 20 to 30% of leftover advertising budget. It will be great for you to add. Plus SMS email marketing, and plus when everything is already working and giving you profitability, reinvested profitability in Twitter ads, which is X now, and into Snapchat. Those platforms as well undervaluated, and when you test it out, there is always a more expensive tests. But from another hand, when you catch it, it's similar to Google. It starts performing for you for long run, and you can just spend like 5% of your budget, but it will give you extra 10, 20,000 a month in profitable revenue.
Right. How does a dropshipper or e-commerce entrepreneur know when to jump from one channel to the next channel? So let's say they scaled on TikTok or Facebook. When do they know it's the right time to move on to moving on to the next channel?
There is two things. First option, to move to a different platform when you see that something super potential, but on one platform doesn't really scale. So you try another platform and you can see scalability there, and the first platform will be just like less advertising budget using. And opposite, Facebook doesn't work, test it out on the TikTok. Google, I would use only later on, because we are not a Google guys, but we add it as an extra value, as an extra push when we already having something what's working. So in this case, second option, it's when everything is already working smooth. You're scaling on Facebook, or you're scaling on TikTok, in Google, you're scaling it, and you see, oh my God, that's profitable, that's moving forward. Now I want to secure myself and build advertising ecosystem. So then why it's a good point to start to move to different directions. Even if before 2020, I would say to you, focus on one thing which is working for you. It's correct suggestion. You have to focus only on one thing which is working. But in our days, nothing is consistently working a long time. So that's why you need to protect yourself, protect your assets. When you see that it's generating you profitability, time to move on and reinvest part of your profitability into the testing on different platforms. So now you're not paying from your pocket for testing, you're paying from your profit from the another platform, and you start running there and you see profitability there. Okay, perfect. Now let's collect these two profits and take a part of it and test it out Google. So Facebook, TikTok, Google, email, SMS marketing in the same time on the back end. And like you start building an ecosystem which is giving you a couple of percent here, a couple of percent here, majority of the percentage here, and on the back end, email, SMS marketing just printing profitability for you. And this is like two variations when you have to use different type of platforms.
Interesting. Now I want to talk about the advanced marketing tactics that you employ yourself. How do you structure your campaigns when testing and scaling a product?
So all it depends what's working for your ad account. Like, let's speak about ad accounts. TikTok, Facebook, doesn't matter. Each ad account is completely different. And what gives me mentorship, that I have seen hundreds of different ad accounts. And as for today, I have seen thousands of ad accounts in agency space, in mentorship space, analyzing them and looking what's working, what doesn't work. And like I can predict what's gonna be performing here or there, or what's not perform. So that's why, like, it depends. Like when you running your ads, you need to understand your ad account. What's working better on ad account, CBO or ABO? If it's TikTok, maybe it's a smart performance campaign. Maybe it's cost caps or bid caps. You need to find out, first of all, what's working the best on particular ad account. Let's say you start testing out CBO campaign and you have seen some potential high CTR, like a lot of add to carts, but barely one sale or no sales, and you see that engagement is going high. Maybe it makes sense. Let me test it out. Or you kill it because it's unprofitable after a couple of days of testing. Test it out on ABO level. Sometimes, not even sometimes, pretty often, and especially on TikTok, we see some kind of quite cool performance in terms of KPIs, but no sales. And after that, we just changing the structure of the campaign. Voila, we have like start sales going on, and it started giving us profitable results, and we scaling to 1K a day in a matter of 3 days after that. So like you just find out that CBO didn't work, ABO was working, or ABO didn't work. Let me test it out CBO, and let me test it out ABO with the interest, because before it was broad. And sometimes interest start working better. So here is, you have to understand your ad account. Usually how we launching, it is simply ABO, 3 to 5 ad sets from on TikTok from $20 to $30 each budget. On Facebook, it is going like approximately $20, but if on Facebook, approximately $20 CBO. But we as well love to test a CBO level on Facebook, which is $50, $50 to $100 CBO level. It will be 3 ad sets, broad or different interests. Usually it's a broad, and if it's ABO level, we test in different interests. Well, from 1 to 3 different creatives on each ad set. When you find out what's working, we just trying to analyze all the data and just like put the winning interest with the winning creatives in the separate campaign, test it out for a couple of days. If it's working, we start scaling vertically, scaling horizontally by duplicating. In the TikTok, we scaling vertically a lot during the day. We're doing surfing method, and it's working so great. And the most important hack in TikTok, when you scale fast, let's say from $50 to $200, and it's generating you 4 ROS or something like that, by midnight, even it was super great, performing, you have to bring back to initial budget $50 after the midnight, because your campaign will be screwed up after midnight by having higher budget than it was original before. Unfortunately, that is a part of the game. TikTok, you're analyzing by 24 hours, maximum 48 hours, all the data. And because what was working yesterday doesn't mean that it will be working tomorrow. It's on TikTok. On Facebook, you analyze in 30 days, 7 days, yesterday, today, making decision last 3 days, and make your decision what you have to do, turn it on, turn it off, scaling vertically or duplicating. So it's more like more complicated analytics on Facebook. On TikTok, it's like randomly. You just need what's working today, scale, and after that, it next day reduce to back where it was and try again. If you try and it's going unprofitable, okay, it's not that day, reduce back to the original budget, let it be, scale another campaign which is start performing today. This is how we were able on TikTok scaling to 27K, 25K a day. Simple campaigns, simple dropshipping stores, just because we finding out the like $5 we duplicated with higher budgets. We find out $500 working better than $1,000 budget. So we start with $500 and ending up with $5,000 vertically by 3 p.m. on the same day. So everything else is die off. We just kill it or reduce it the budget to like initial one, and scaling to $5,000 one simple campaign, and it's allowed us to scale like to over 20K together with all other campaigns. So that's kind of easy, but you need just to understand your ad account. When you know your ad account and you know what you can predict, what patterns are happening on your store, 8 a.m., 10 a.m., 12 p.m., 3 p.m., which part of the day the best for scalability, which part of the day you have to slow down. When you know that, when you see all that and analyzing previous days, it's easier for you to like just, like a guy who is controlling orchestra, you just like managing your surfing method on the ad accounts. Some ad accounts are not working for surfing methods, so then you have to try duplications or try a different ad account and see if different ad account will perform better for you.
Interesting. Now, when it comes to testing products, you did mention earlier that if a product's not working, just leave it be, abandon it, and move on to the next product. But how does a dropshipper figure out whether the product is the problem or the ads or their page is the problem? How do they go about troubleshooting or figuring out what went wrong and why they got no sales?
Simple rule, 3 days testing, not more than $100 testing on one simple product. 150 it's max. It depends on the performance. You have to follow your add to cart, so your initiated checkout. You have to follow as well what's your CTR. So like you have different problems. Problem of landing page, which is conversion rate, or conversion rate from a landing page to add to cart. Maybe it means your offer is bad. They are not interested in your offer if your conversion rate low at the beginning. Maybe your conversion rate is great at the beginning, but from checkout to purchase is super low. Means maybe you have a shipping, you need to remove it and see, most probably it will be improved your conversion rate. Maybe you have too expensive price, so that's why when they come into the checkout, they're like, oh no, and just leaving you. Like you need to, like there is different stages of problems. Offer, price, shipping, whatever. So it's on the landing page in terms of conversion rate. If you like having sales but conversion rate low, check your trust. Maybe you don't have reviews on the store. Maybe your reviews on Chinese language, maybe something else. So you need to analyze your store to make sure before you're spending any single dollar on the ads that your store looks really trustable and really cool. And especially as a marketer, you made a great funnel. As a beginner, how analyze your ads? Check your CTRs, which is like I used never check CTRs in the first 5 years of my advertising journey, and I was fine. But now I believe that it's important because like we seen, like if you don't see that your CTR is low, means you done a bad job in terms of ad copy and in terms of your video creative, photo creative, or whatever. It's not interesting for your audience. So click-through rate has to be above 1. In Facebook 1.3, 1.5. In TikTok 1, it's already quite good. So, and you're supposed to have in the first 2 days in first day add to carts, in first 2 days 1 sale or some more add to carts. So it's giving you potential that it's actually has some potential, some performance. And by day number 2 or 3, you're supposed to have sales. It depends how much budget you spend. So on $100 budget, if you haven't got any sales but you had bunch of add to carts, check your creatives, check your if you have a bunch of add to carts, check your creatives and test it out some different interests or different structure of the campaign. But if you're at the beginning, just give it 3 days of simple testings of 3 different ad sets on ABO level, or 1 CBO campaign, $50 with 3 ad sets inside, 3 to 5 ad sets inside. It could be interest or broad. If you mix it up, simple interest with the broad will be spent most probably the most, because broad is the broadest audience. Usually Facebook pushing there the most of the budget. So be careful with that, testing out different interests, or just like duplicate it of broad no interest ad sets inside of the CBO. Leave it for a couple of days. If it starts giving you sales, optimize it. If it's not giving you sales, just leave and move forward to another product. Seriously, because on the dropshipping space, don't get married on the product. If it doesn't work in the first couple of days, it won't work most probably, and you move to another one. If you have a lot of great KPIs, great metrics, you can like DM me in ecom by Anatoly, send me a screenshot, and I'll tell you, does it give you potential to stay and test it further, or just move forward to another product? I will just recommend you. It's fine.
What if you test the saturated product in another country that the other dropshippers aren't selling it? Does that work?
It's incredible question. Well done. It's going to be value shared right now. Like, it's working. It's
Okay.
working, but it's not 100% working, but you have big chances by running ads. Like if it's saturated on USA, running ads on UK. UK is crushing it. Like so often UK crushing it. UK, Australia, Canada, okay, but UK is crushing it. And if you want to go even more advanced, then you go into German market and create a German store. So like you just taking the winning store, which is making the biggest results right now in United States, and just duplicate the same way in German language. Or go to Norway. Norway is well amazing country, small one, but like all the like Norway, Sweden, Switzerland, even like Switzerland. If it's Switzerland, it's small country combined. Switzerland, Norway, Poland, Sweden, like combine all of them together, because they're small, and it will give you quite big advantage that you're able to sell. If you're going to be combining countries, then it's English speaking store with the currency converter inside, very important. But if you want to go advanced and being really out of the competition almost, go to small market like Germany on German language, Norway on Norway language, like Sweden on Swedish, and so on. So like French on like French market is good as well. So on French language, go to Switzerland and French market, because Switzerland speaking German and French. You need to understand as well which country speaking which languages. Create a store in the same currency of the country. So if it's Switzerland, it's supposed to be francs, and you have to like translate it to French or German, and run ads there. You have high possibilities that this winning product, which is super saturated outside of this country, gonna be winner on this particular market with a local language and local currency. You will be surprised, but on English as well, working great. UAE, Qatar, not even UAE, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Morocco, and Egypt, not that well, but countries around Kuwait, Middle East. They're rich people. and they are spending really on the watch, which is like in dropshipping store will be $39.99, cost is $5. They in Dubai paying for the same watch $150, $300.
Wow.
Like it's stupid. Like I would say $150. It's stupid how big margin people are putting there, because they know that the mentality is different. So you can on Norway as well. You can put what you are putting for $49.99. Norway you can put $89.99, and most probably it will be selling, because Norway people has low possibilities of low quantity of items to buy, low variations, because market is small, but they have high paid income. And when you come with something interesting in their online space, they just like attacking it, and they don't care about the price, because it's something cool. They hungry for the cool products, because their market quite small, quite boring, I would say, and nothing is going to big changes there. But when you come on the market with the great product, with the great angle, it's like a money printing machine. But again, there is different strategies for testing, more simple, because countries are small. As well, creatives are crucial, because like country is small, like population is small. You need a lot of creatives to keep interesting this product in the same people, in front of the same people. So you won't be able to scale for long, but you can generate really good cash and like move on to another product and another product and another product. One of my friend, like he a couple of years ago start only Norway, Sweden, Belgium markets, and like he was duplicating different languages and testing the same product just on different languages. He became like 1 million a month drop shipper on that space. And after that, he moved to build a brand, United States and all the stuff. Right now, he's making 2.5 millions only Facebook. It's because of the European market, and plus he added United States market now. 2.5 millions a single month drop shipping store with the small branding attached. So like as I'm saying, it's a great question, and it's a hack which is most probably people are not speaking about or don't know about it.
Anatoly, thanks for hopping on this interview. I'm sure our audience will, get a lot of insights from this. Do you want to mention anything on your end before we wrap it up?
Yeah, sure. First of all, like if someone would like to ask any kind of questions or whatever, you can send me DM in 𝐸𝐸𝐿 by Anatoly Instagram page. You can, by the way, get a lot of free value from Anatoliy Labinskiy YouTube channel. Like there is a lot of case studies and mental videos, which would help you to understand how to survive in the dropshipping and e-commerce world in general.
Great. Yeah, we'll have all the screenshots and links in the video edited in. And then Anatoly's YouTube channel is going to be in the description of this YouTube video. Anatoly, thanks again. That's a wrap.